Hate the smell of raw onions? You may be missing more than flavor. Raw onions bring prebiotics, fiber, quercetin, and sulfur compounds that support your gut, heart, and daily metabolism. Welcome to the FreshFuel Guide. Raw onions have a sharp smell, a strong bite, and a flavor that makes many people avoid them after the first bite. But behind that intense aroma are prebiotics, fiber, quercetin, and sulfur compounds, nutrients that support gut health, heart health, inflammation response, and daily metabolism. In this video, you and Emma will explore 6 surprising health benefits of eating raw onions, how to use them more intelligently, and what to watch for if you have a sensitive stomach. Number 1. Raw onions support gut health and digestion. Raw onions do more than add sharp flavor to salads, sandwiches, or bean dishes. Their most important scientific role comes from fiber and prebiotics, especially fermentable fibers such as inulin and oligofructose. These fibers are not fully digested in the small intestine. Instead, they travel to the colon, where they serve as food for beneficial gut bacteria. The practical effect is that raw onions help feed the gut microbiome, support bowel movement, and make meals richer in fiber. When beneficial bacteria are better nourished, the gut has a stronger foundation for regular digestion, lower risk of constipation, and better nutrient absorption. This matters because many people eat too little fiber but still expect their digestive system to run like brand new machinery. A very optimistic human fantasy. For viewers, the result is a meal that feels more filling, more plant-rich, and more gut-friendly, instead of relying only on white starches, fried foods, or low-fiber fast meals. Adding a small amount of raw onion can increase flavor, crunch, and nutritional value on the plate. However, people with irritable bowel syndrome, frequent bloating, reflux, or FODMAP sensitivity should start with a small amount. Raw onions support gut health for many people, but not every stomach happily accepts that sharp bite on day 1. And after the gut, the next benefit moves to the heart, where quercetin and sulfur compounds in onions play an important role. Number 2. Raw onions support heart health with quercetin. Heart health does not come from a single slice of raw onion. It comes from the whole pattern of eating, movement, sleep, blood pressure, blood lipids, and blood sugar. Still, raw onions deserve attention because they contain quercetin, flavonoids, fiber, and sulfur compounds, nutrients linked to blood vessel health and the inflammatory response. Quercetin is the key point here. This flavonoid has antioxidant activity, helping support blood vessel cells against free radical damage. When blood vessels are better supported within a plant-rich diet, the body has a stronger foundation for steady circulation and long-term heart health. Raw onions also bring strong flavor without needing much salt, heavy sauces, or ultra-processed foods. Adding a small amount of raw onion to salads, whole grain sandwiches, bean tacos, grilled fish, or whole grain bowls makes meals more aromatic, crunchier, and richer in fiber. This is a practical way to turn an ordinary plate into a more heart-supportive meal. If you have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, cardiovascular disease, or take medication, continue following medical guidance. Raw onions do not replace blood pressure medication, cholesterol medication, or heart treatment. They simply play a smart supporting role on a healthy plate. After heart health, the next benefit goes deeper into one reason raw onions are widely studied: their antioxidant compounds and their role in supporting the body's inflammation response. Number 3. Raw onions support antioxidant defense and inflammation response. One reason raw onions deserve attention is the plant compounds that give them their strong smell. Onions provide quercetin, flavonoids, and sulfur compounds, nutrients connected to antioxidant defense and the body's inflammation response. In simpler terms, raw onions are not just an ingredient that makes food sharper. They are part of a plant-rich eating pattern that helps support cells every day. Quercetin is the standout antioxidant in onions. Its role is to help the body deal with free radicals, molecules connected to oxidative stress and cell damage over time. When raw onions are used with vegetables, beans, fish, eggs, or whole grains, the meal becomes richer in cell-supporting compounds, rather than providing only empty calories from fried foods, sweets, or fast food. The key is to understand this correctly. Raw onions do not treat arthritis, erase chronic inflammation, or replace medication. Their value comes from helping build a more antioxidant-rich eating pattern, more vegetables, more fiber, more plant compounds, and fewer ultra-processed foods. The body does not need a magic performance from onions. It needs small choices repeated consistently. When you add a moderate amount of raw onion to salads, bean dishes, whole grain sandwiches, or brown rice bowls, you get a meal with stronger flavor, more plant value, and better cellular support after the inflammation response. The next part moves to a very practical benefit in daily meals: blood sugar, fullness, and how onions help stabilize meals. Number 4. Raw onions support blood sugar and fullness. Stable blood sugar is not only important for people with diabetes, it also affects post-meal energy, how quickly hunger returns, sweet cravings, and daytime focus. Raw onions are useful here because they provide fiber, plant compounds, and strong flavor, helping make healthier meals easier to enjoy without adding sugar or sweet sauces. The fiber in onions helps slow digestion when paired with protein, vegetables, beans, or whole grains. This helps meals feel more filling and supports steadier blood sugar compared with refined foods such as white bread, noodles, pastries, or soda. For people who feel hungry soon after eating, a small amount of raw onion in salads, bean tacos, or whole grain sandwiches adds crunch, stronger flavor, and more fiber value. The key is to understand the role correctly. Raw onions do not replace diabetes medication, insulin, or carbohydrate control. They also do not erase the effect of a sugar-heavy meal. Their practical role is helping you build a better plate: more plants, more fiber, less sweet sauce, and fewer ultra-processed foods. Blood sugar is not improved by one onion slice alone, but by the whole meal being arranged more intelligently. If you take diabetes medication or often experience low blood sugar, monitor how your body responds and talk with your doctor when changing your diet. After blood sugar and fullness, the next part focuses on immunity, where vitamin C, quercetin, and sulfur compounds in onions play a supporting role in a plant-rich diet. Number 5. Raw onions support immunity through a plant-rich diet. The immune system does not become stronger because of one vegetable alone. It needs sleep, movement, enough protein, vitamins, minerals, and a plant-rich diet. Raw onions contribute to that foundation by providing vitamin C, quercetin, fiber, and sulfur compounds, nutrients connected to antioxidant response and normal immune function. Vitamin C is involved in many immune functions, while quercetin and flavonoids help support cells against oxidative stress. The fiber and prebiotics in onions are also connected to the gut, which plays a major role in immune health. When meals become richer in fiber, the body has a stronger foundation for maintaining balanced immune responses. The key is to understand the role correctly. Raw onions do not treat colds, flu, infections, or sore throat. If you have a high fever, trouble breathing, a severe sore throat, a long-lasting cough, or signs of infection, seek medical advice rather than trying to manage it with food. Onions only play a supporting role in meals. They do not replace medicine, vaccination, or medical care. A reasonable way to use them is to add a small amount of raw onion to salads, bean dishes, whole grain sandwiches, tacos, or fish dishes to increase fiber, flavor, and plant compounds. After immunity, the next benefit is very practical. Raw onions help food taste stronger. stay lower in calories, and support smarter weight control. Number 6. Raw onions add flavor and support weight control. Weight control does not begin with one vegetable. It begins with total portions, meal quality, movement, sleep, and consistency. But raw onions have one practical role: making food taste stronger, crunchier, and more satisfying without adding many calories. Raw onions are low in calories, contain fiber, and bring strong flavor. When added to salads, tacos, whole grain sandwiches, bean dishes, grilled fish, or whole grain bowls, they make meals feel more complete without relying on heavy sauces, fried foods, sugar, or ultra-processed foods. The fiber in onions also helps meals feel more filling when paired with protein and whole foods. However, raw onions do not burn fat, cause direct weight loss, or undo the effects of a calorie-heavy diet. A smart way to use them is to start with a small amount. Slice them thinly, and pair them with vegetables, beans, fish, eggs, or whole grains. If bloating, reflux, or stomach discomfort happens easily, reduce raw onion or use lightly cooked onion instead. If you find this content helpful, subscribe to FreshFuel Guide to keep receiving science-backed, easy to understand, and practical nutrition guidance every week. And right after this comes the ultimate health hack, where we bring together how to eat raw onions more intelligently and 3 mistakes to avoid. When eating raw onions, the most important rule is not to eat too much at once. Use a small amount and pair it with the right meal. Raw onions provide fiber, prebiotics, quercetin, and sulfur compounds, helping meals support gut and heart health, the inflammatory response, blood sugar, and fullness more effectively. A practical way to start is with a small amount of thinly sliced raw onion, about 10 to 20 grams, equal to a few thin slices or about 1/8 of a small onion. You can add it to salads, tacos, whole grain sandwiches, bean dishes, grilled fish, or whole grain bowls. People with bloating, reflux, stomach discomfort, or FODMAP sensitivity should use less or switch to lightly cooked onion. There are 3 mistakes to avoid. The first mistake is eating too much raw onion right away, which may trigger bloating, heartburn, or stomach discomfort. The second mistake is expecting raw onions to replace treatment for diabetes, heart disease, infections, cancer, or chronic conditions. The third mistake is adding onions to a meal still built around fried foods, white starches, sweet sauces, and ultra-processed foods, then expecting major benefits. A smarter approach is to use raw onions as a flavor, crunch, and fiber booster for the whole plate. When paired with vegetables, beans, fish, eggs, whole grains, and healthy fats, meals taste stronger, feel more filling, and become more plant-rich. So which dish would you add raw onions to first? Salad, tacos, or a whole grain sandwich? Comment on one of those 3 choices below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.